So I originally made this video in 2019. And since the making of this video, African Mall received such a huge backlash from being exposed by myself due to all of the research and investigation I did about the actual company. So they turned their comments off on all of their social media and blocked anyone that confronted them about this. As a result of this particular video made by myself, they changed their name to avoid detection and continue lying and scamming to their customers. However, they're still lying. As you can see on their own website, it talks about the brand change from African Mall. It says African Mall is an online store founded in 2017. We offer fashion, women's clothes, accessories, and human hair for Black women at an affordable price. Then it talks about changing their brand from African Mall to Jurllyshe. One of the things that really stands out in their update, they say there are lots of clothing choices for women in clothing market. After a long period of exploration, we found that very few clothing brands on the market can highlight and enhance the beauty of traditional Black women. And we want to help them have more confidence and femininity. Interesting. If you're only just watching this video, you probably won't understand the relevance to this or why the brand change should matter. But as you can see, even in 2021, they're still talking about making clothing for Black women and claiming to be a Black-owned business. So stay tuned and find out exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you have probably heard of this online clothing boutique called African Mall. If you're on Instagram, you'll have probably seen quite a few fashion influencers tagging them in pics of their clothing and their hair. One search on YouTube and you'll see a bunch of videos from women doing reviews of their clothing.
So I have a review that I'm doing with African Mall.
I'm about to do a little clothing haul for African Mall once again because they be having these look real cute.
They sent me all these clothes to review.
As you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing another African Mall try-on haul.
Shout out to African Mall for sponsoring this video. So I'm going to be trying on all the clothes that they sent me.
I'm at African Mall, y'all. Yes, time to go shopping.
Now here's what African Mall have to say on their Facebook page. African Mall is a comprehensive shopping mall that serves Black women around the world. Also, welcome everyone who likes us. First of all, since the establishment of the station has always followed the fashion trend, continuous innovation, and rich what? Currently selling categories include clothing, wigs, handbags, jewelry. It will gradually become more comprehensive in the future. Next, we will provide services to everyone with integrity, diligence, and patience, and ensure responsibility. Then, we hope to get your trust, support, and understanding in the process of improvement. Thank you. Finally, everyone is welcome to shop. So aside from the bad grammar, which is not a big deal since not everyone's first language is English, but two things stand out here. They say they are a mall that serves Black women around the world. So their target demographic is Black women from the African diaspora. Sounds like a pro-Black, Black-owned, African-owned online boutique, right? Then they say, we hope to get your trust. So they want Black women around the world to trust them, support them, and spend money with them. Firstly, I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Paris Rome, who brought this to my attention. She said in her email to me that from watching my previous video, she decided to support more Black-owned businesses, but something about this business simply doesn't look right to her. So I decided to look into it and do some research. Some of you may ask, why do you care? Seriously, it's just a clothing company. What's the big deal? Well, it's a very big deal, especially when they're implying that they're Black-owned and they're letting you know off the rip that they cater towards Black women primarily. Over at IKYG, we actually advertise Black-owned businesses for free on our Black Money section of our website. This is basically a giant directory of Black-owned businesses, so people contact us every day and ask us if they can benefit from this free service. But we only advertise Black-owned businesses on the website. That's racist. It's really not. No one is being oppressed by Black people getting free advertising. If you're upset that you're not getting free advertising, then maybe you need to talk to your people and say, hey, why can't we have free advertising? They get it. Why can't we have it? See, Black power is about love, growth, unity, and community. Anyway, I've been advertising Black-owned businesses now for 4 years, and we go through very strict, stringent procedures to guarantee a company is Black-owned. We won't even advertise a company on our website if we can't tell the race of the owner. So I'm used to doing background checks on companies and who owns the company. So it didn't take me that long to find out that there is nothing African about AfricanMall.com. African Mall is Chinese owned and it's also based in China, with their warehouse in China catering to Black women specifically. There are many giveaways on their site. Firstly, the number they have on their site is a US number, but it's not a real number. If you call this number, it will ring out and then go to the Magic Jack default answering service.
The Magic Jack customer you have called is unavailable to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Magic Jack is a VoIP or virtual calling service. They're fake numbers that allow you to make and receive calls when you're logged into their server, so they don't even have a real number. But if you scroll to the bottom of their website, they have a WhatsApp number. WhatsApp is owned by Facebook and is quite strict. And if you know anything about Facebook, they want all your information, all your details, your ID, where your mother lives, your father lives, your ex-girlfriend, what you last ate, your bowel movements. They want everything. So WhatsApp is a video, audio, calling, and texting app, which uses your actual number. You have to register a real number with them. They send a verification text to that number, and then you input the code into your app, and you can use their service. But you can't use virtual numbers or VoIP numbers. If you try to use a fake number or a virtual number into WhatsApp, WhatsApp basically says no. But AfricanMall.com's WhatsApp number has the 86 country code, which is China's country code. And I decided to call the actual number on the WhatsApp, and it rings, and there's some Chinese woman on the answering service speaking.
您好，您拨打的电话正在通话中，请稍后再拨。您好，您拨打的电话正在通话中。
So I then checked out who owns the website. So there's no actual information on who owns it, but I checked the domain name itself. The domain name is registered in Beijing, China. And before people say, well, it could be an African person based in China. Yes, you're right. It could. So of course I had to do more digging. They ship out their items using China Post registered airmail. It also has a message on their site that says it will take about 15 to 30 business days to deliver if you place the order for clothing, because we will ship your order out from China's warehouse. So I decided to scour their website when I got to the Contact Us section. But something caught my eye. At the bottom, there was a British address with a company name called Quandies Limited. So I thought, who the hell are Quandies Limited? And why are they so important to AfricanMall.com that they would put them at the bottom of their website? So as you can see, Quandies Limited are based in Great Britain. So I Googled the address and found the company has a lot of complaints of people not receiving goods. And the company was initially registered at an address in Northwest London, and more recently, they've now moved to Southeast London. But I was able to find registration details for the owner of the Quandies Limited company, who own AfricanMall.com. It states Quandies Limited has activities related to the SIC code 47910, which is retail sale via mail order, houses, or via internet. It states the directors of Quandies Limited are Wenjin Lau and Mr. Gu Hee Quinn. Interesting. So we've now established that AfricanMall.com is owned by Quandies Limited. Quandies Limited have a warehouse and office in China. They also have a registered office in Great Britain. So there you have it. If you're looking to support a Black-owned business, African Mall simply is not it. And from the non-paid and non-sponsored reviews of their clothing, it also appears to be cheap and badly made. It appears they steal a lot of their clothing from other designers too. They even have a section on their page where you can contact them when they infringe on your intellectual property rights, or I guess when they steal your photo without permission. The fact that you have that on your website implies that you go through this a lot, where people are complaining saying, hold on, you're stealing my clothing, you're stealing my designs, you've stolen my pictures. Nothing new there, huh? So I would suggest boycotting African Mall and finding an authentic Black-owned business that is not out trying to profit off of Black women. You can find many Black-owned clothing stores and other Black-owned companies over at ikyg.com. And at least you know we vet them very seriously. The process that I showed you here is only about 20% of what we normally do on our website. We vet them very seriously. I'm also pretty sure that after this video, Africa Mall will remove some of the information from their website and social media to protect their illusion and their scam. So be careful. There are many people out there trying to profit off of the pro-Black and natural movement. They see what Black people are doing. They see that we're trying to unify. They see that we're trying to support ourselves and spend money within the Black community, allow money to circulate within the Black community for a longer period of time. This is obviously at a detriment to other races and ethnic groups that have constantly profited off of the back of Black people. Groups who tell you that Black communities are trash, but yet open up all their stores in our communities and make money from our communities. They tell you that Africa is a terrible place to live and nobody wants to go there. Clearly, this is normally from people that have never been to Africa or have something to hide about Africa. And then they rush to Africa and open up factories and warehouses and businesses under the guise that they're trying to help multiple countries in Africa. When the reality is, this is all about helping themselves and making sure that they are still receiving our money. I have a video that explains why Black people should put themselves first and also not support non-Black businesses. So make sure to check that out. It'll be in the description. Angel Ramirez-Jordan. Peace, love, and coconut oil. Hey man, that's racist. Please remember that from now on, brand new never before seen videos, as well as live streams, will only be available on my website, ikyg.com, via a Patreon subscription. ikyg.com is a Black-owned, Black-ran platform, 100% free from censorship. It's the only place where we don't have to worry about what we say and expressing ourselves. Make sure you check out the description and the comment section for important links, as well as information in video form that shows you what benefits you get when you support the site and join my Patreon. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe and be notified every time I upload a video. For exclusive content and perks, check out my Patreon. This is where we have private live streams, group chats, live Q&As, live phone calls, and open topics. This is a safe space where you can interact with other like-minded people, make friends, send each other direct private messages, and so much more without any trolls. And yes, you get to use GIFs and images in the live chats. So what are you waiting for? This is a completely independent website, free from censorship. If you'd like to make a donation towards the site so we can continue to put out the truth without fear of being silenced, then please hit that donation button. It's greatly appreciated. Check out the rest of the site for videos, private and public live streams, find out all the tea, and make sure to utilize the Black Money section of the website. Advertise your business absolutely free to people that look like you, free forever. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at angel_IKYG.